welcome back. That was a report on nurturing emerging talents in Nigeria. So it's a good way to encourage the younger talents among us so that they too become superstars of tomorrow. Still on the entertainment scene, for some, music is inborn from the cradle all the way. Our guest is seated here with us in the studio, but first, his profile. Alright, welcome back. Like I said earlier, our guest is seated with us in the studio already. His name is Oladele Oladapo, aka Olare. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for joining us on Morning Ride.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Very grateful.
Yeah. So, how did the journey of music start for you? You're a musician and also an entrepreneur. The two together. But how did music start?
Immediately from my childhood, I've been in music. When I was in primary school, working with cultural, traditional people. Or when I was in secondary school, I started playing music with high life stars. You know, going to high life shows. Sometimes we go to different places. But I was still doing it along with my secondary school. When immediately I finished secondary school, I further into Savita Waifo School of Music Academic at Benin City. So I was there. Yeah, I was there along with his first son Iyare and his second son another Iyare, all four were the same set. So I was there for 2 years to study music. So immediately I finished music graduated from Waifo School of Music. Then I now become the director of music at Chief Priest Ebohon Cultural Center. It's an international cultural center. So I was there for like a year. Okay. So immediately we wanted to travel out of the country, but people that traveled out, some part of the group that were traveled before our set, some of them find their way. Okay. So it didn't delay our traveling for that time. Okay. So that was when I transit to Lagos. Okay. Immediately I transit to Lagos, I don't know anybody, people don't know me. I don't know where to start from. I have to start with barbing shop. Okay. So that was 1993. In 1993 I was at Kakawa.
That's your entrepreneurial spirit now.
Yes, to think to economic of Lagos State. So I was at Kakawa, I was at Rika, just having two branches. There was a branch I will go in the morning till evening. There's a branch I will start from evening till the night, because in Rika we used to have many people coming in from 6 till dawn. Okay. But in Kakawa, where you have bookshop, grocery, it's a busy area. So I go there, I resume by 7. So I was doing both together at the time I came to Lagos. But along the line, I was approached by Dr. Aworo. late Dr. Awolo of Ronald Hospital that there's a program going on development program. So he saw me doing entrepreneurship with academic work. He said, I will be very good in this kind of program. I just picked interest immediately. So immediately I picked interest, within a short time, made me the PRO for Lagos Island. As a PRO, I have to lock my business, lock my entrepreneurial business to be networking with grassroots people, Tailor Association, Baba Association, Lata Associations, religious body also. So the thing always almost.
But in between, the music didn't leave you.
The music was with me, but I have to bury the music because music. If you are doing music, if you want to rely on music alone, the person will suffer. The person will suffer because. Before you can recognize, before you can make money from music, you have to spend a lot, and people are not ready to support you. So I go along with the development program. I was in the development program, but God blessed me through the development program. Within 1996 to 1997, I became the youth coordinator for Lagos Island. Lagos Island, I'm just a person, I'm from Ondo State. I grew up in Benin City. You know, person that just come from nowhere became their coordinator.
And you're now gaining ground in Lagos.
The thing was just like a gift, you understand? Because we had an election, I was the deputy, I came as a deputy coordinator. But fortunately for me, my coordinator went to serve. So as a deputy, I have to step into that shoe. Immediately he finished serving, he traveled out of the country. So that was how I controlled the 2 years. They now renewed it for me. So when I was a youth coordinator, the youth champion in Lagos Island, I traveled out of the country to First Africa Addressing Progressive Head in Addis Ababa. The same thing at the second year, I traveled for First Africa Addressing Progressive Heads in Ghana. The one that was held in Nigeria 2000 also, they recognized us. So I went for that program. The thing developed me seriously. Because in most cases, I always see myself with big people. You know, big time people. At that time, I'm just a barber and a secondary school level person. So the more that gave me joy most was the training I went on strategic planning. I was the younger person at Akaka for in Ibadan. I was the younger person among entrepreneurs. Big time entrepreneurs. You know, they call them to come and do strategy planning and all that.
So what would be your advice for young people who are looking up to people like you? They are into music. They want to survive. That's what they love to do. But there are challenges, especially financial challenges. What would be your advice?
The challenges is for them to have a skill, something doing. You have to learn. Apart from music, music is a talent actually. But you have to learn something that gives you something. Personally, myself, that even today I'm still a barber. I used to barb all my children. I know. So my colleagues also. You know. So I learned that skill to sink into economy, and it helped me. You know, barber is a direct service. Immediately you have a cost for somebody, you make your money. So if you want to be a musician, don't just put that music on your head. If you put music on your head, some people will look like a mad person because you have to do music, some carry on dread, some try to, smoking and all those things. But learn something that will give you money. So with this money, you can do all this what you call a demonstration cassette, all those things that you can use to entice people, to encourage people to support you. So those kind of, personally, in those days, I've done a lot of demonstration cassette, but now I've upgraded. Not even that level I am in those days. I am now. The level I have now, I am now. The kind of music I can play now is different from then.
So what kind of music were you playing before and now?
In those days, I used to go up with reggae artists. We just sing reggae. We jam to music. And that. But presently, before I find myself back to music, I went for a refresher training in music. You get it? That is 2003 at Keshi Sars Music Academy in Mowe. That is where I am. I'm living in Stamina. I went there. I did refresher training for 1 year. So within that year, I have to come out with a project, a Kolawa, which is a new music. And I have other music again to support, which is Naira Dollar. Naira Dollar is not really talking about inflation. But what he's talking about is that issue of pepper, tomatoes, cassava, and all these things, it's not all of them are government issues. So we are doing ourselves. You understand me? If I say dollar is high, and naira is this is the inflation, house is high, but what of the one that we can grow on our own in the back of our house? You understand me now? Presently, I'm looking at it now. The goods that are coming from the north are very high. What of the one, Gary, all those ones that we are doing here, cassava and all those things we are doing here, it's very, everything that go high. It's not this month or this year that we, issue of fuel subsidy was removed. Why is it everything now getting backfire now? So it's part of the music.
We have our own part to play. That's what
we
the
have,
music
yes,
is talking about. So what genre of music?
Afro. Afro, yes, yeah. I call it Afro Agidigbo, but Afro Agidigbo, I'm trying to say Agidigbo. What I try to say Afro Agidigbo is that it's a combination of all contemporary musics. What is called high life, any kind of akpala, all those, they combine everything together to come out.
Okay. All right. At this junction, let's see how that combination, of all these things, come together. If our director is ready, can we see the work of our guest?
Kolawa, láyé Kolawa, lásán Kolawa, láyé Kolawa, lásán Kolawa, láyé Kolawa, lásán Kolawa, láyé Kolawa, lásán. Lagos the best place to be. Everybody want to come to Lagos. No repatriation for Lagos. Kiri White welcome you to Lagos. Sawa Seko, Eko Babode. Gbogbo japa wa seko Èkó gbàyè Èkó akété ìlú ọgbọ́n aromisa lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ land of opportunity taking life jẹ́jẹ́ Surulere taking life easy sùúrù láyé gbà o. Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán. Èkó for action, Èkó for show. If you want to know Lagosians, come to Lagos Island. Bó ṣe wà l'Èkó ló wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. Lagos Island, we are New York City. Ìsàlẹ̀-Èkó, Ológbòwò, Ìsàlọ̀fín, Oko Fàájì, Campus area, Láfíàjì, Òkè Ìpòpò, Ẹ̀pẹ́tẹ́dó, Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán Èkó la wà láyé Èkó la wà lásán. E dey happen for Lekki, e dey happen for Ikoyi, e dey happen for Ikeja, e dey happen for Surulere, e dey happen for Jegule, e dey happen for Mushi, e dey happen for Ikorodu, e dey happen for Agege. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́, Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́, Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ láyé o. Èkó gbàgbẹ́rẹ́, Èkó gbàgbẹ́rẹ́, Èkó gbàgbẹ́rẹ́ láíláí o.
Well, interesting. Èkó ní bàjẹ́, ó bàjẹ́. This is Lagos. I mean, that's one of the things that makes Lagos so unique. Some others say, they say if you get to borders of some other states, they'll tell you welcome to this state, welcome to that state. In Lagos, this is Lagos. So that as you're stepping in, you know that you've got to shine your eye. Lagos is so unique. That's interesting. But I mean that's a good effort. dropping out there, at least for people to also know that you are doing in this space and you're also doing something. So tell us, what's the inspiration behind this? I mean, what inspired this one you did for Lagos in particular, and what's the message you want to push out there?
The message I'm trying to push out for Lagos is Lagos State is a unique state in Nigeria, and when you come to Lagos, don't just put it at the back of your mind you are coming to come and be a robber or come and steal. If you have a mindset of be a big person or a good person or a great person in life, when you come to Lagos, your mind, you will now look at it that this is another place, avenue, a land of opportunity that you can struggle from scratch and become somebody. That's right. People travel out of the country because some people pass land to out of the country. Some meet a kind of incident along the way because they want to go and make it. But in this very Lagos state, you can start from anywhere. You get it? There was a time I was like a general assistant in social work. You get it? In voluntary service. I was also employed from voluntary service to the Salvation Army Nigeria Territory, a world war organization. And like they start like they call it. The white men call it general assistant. I was assisting Lagos project, national project, and the first voluntary counseling and testing center in Nigeria, VCT, on HIV testing. But within a child time, they were able to detect my talents. You get it? They made me a community coordinator within 3 years. You get it? And within that 3 years to 4 years, I got another promotion from other project elsewhere to support it. That was where I become somebody. You understand me? Because of the hard work and the interest I put in all those things. So when you come to Lagos, you bring yourself down. You understand me now?
Humble yourself.
Humble yourself.
And doors will open for you.
The door will surely open. Like when I was doing Baba and all those things, I got a lot of Lagos indigenous that really brought me in. I was using a canopy that I used to go and put my things somewhere. All those old mamas, mommy, I without, they find out that I'm serious. Yes. I will just enter their house and keep my belongings there. In the early morning, I will still go there and pick my belongings. So because they saw the seriousness in me, so today they are my Lagos mother. You understand me? And so when you come to Lagos, bring yourself down, have a good intention. If you have a good intention to come to Lagos, you will surely make it.
You succeed.
So that is my
interesting. I think that's a very safe way, to learn because you have put out there strong good words, admonition, especially for people who who don't have a good mind. With what if I get anything from what you said, it's like the sky is big enough for everybody to fly. You understand? So if you come to Lagos, if you are willing to work, there is something for you to survive.
Go with clean mind.
All right, so let's.
All right, so on that note, Olare, we'll call it a wrap on the show. Time flies when one is having fun. I really appreciate it, and we pray that when we come calling again, you grace us the opportunity.
My God grace.
We wish you well.
We wish you well.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I'm very happy for
All right, that was our discussion with Oladele Oladapo, aka Olare, an entrepreneur and a musician. And on that note, we'll call it a wrap on the program. And remember his parting word: when you come to Lagos, you want to succeed, not just in Lagos, but generally in life, you want to succeed, humble yourself and doors will open for you. I'm Naomi Eno, and it's bye for now.
All right, on that, in that same token, I want to say a big thank you for joining us today on Morning Ride. By His grace, we will be here next week with another bumper package of the program. Till then, my name remains Kazim Adeyemo. Go and have a fantastic week. Bye now.
Look the day, consider magic. Wow, if you there is in me, to Lagos now, where Hindino has an excessive report. Hello, Hindino. In Lagos, state houses of assembly have charged the federal government.
Nobody knows how far it goes. There's so much on my mind. I'm on the road, searching for gold. With my guitar for handle. You pray for my blessing, for my hand, oil plenty. I know send if you know rate me. I go stand, nothing will shake me. I dey pray for my blessing, for my hand, oil plenty. I know send if you know rate me. I go stand, nothing will shake me. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, nothing will shake me. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, nothing will shake me. I watch my back, I face my front. I know like wahala, I know like talk. Say life is tough, I've seen enough. Promise and fail with salt on top. See, I cannot change the past. Now I got a second chance. Oh, really, more fetch your life. I dey pray for my blessing, for my hand, oil plenty. I know.